We're just gonna put a holding cell door right there. So the only way to get to this relaxation room is through the holding cell, where the inmates can watch cops having a relaxing time. I assume this is how cops unwind, right? They just theater style sit in this room and just stare at inmates from the other side. Night shift is about to begin. You know what that means. We gotta keep these tired people on shift always. Oh my god, it's really happening. This cop is just chewing out this inmate while this other cop just watches through the glass. Let's expand into the wild world of firefighting, starting with this big, beautiful, hulking truck. So we gotta build lockers for these guys just like the other thing. What is this, by the way? Is this like a public park? Like, can people just hang out here right next to the guns? Oh look, there's our firefighters. Is that really what firefighters do? They wear their like fire-resistant stuff even when they're just doing office work? Nope, we got our first fire. Citizens have reported smoke coming out of an apartment. Go solve that 100%. Unfortunately, there goes our only fire engine, and we have another fire we're supposed to fight. But you know what? I guess just that part of the city will burn down, whatever. We're gonna want to build more fire engines so we can send out more at a time. That way we can fight all the fires. What's this person even doing out here? Actually, why wouldn't you be out here? Look how horrible it looks in there. If I had my way, I would stare at that wall and be like, I don't want to go in that crazy house ever again. Oh my god, we can have a shooting range? Don't mind if I do. Let's make sure it's facing the houses. Oh my god, do you see this? Just an outdoor gun range for the cops, just right outside the local cinema. This wouldn't freak you out at all if you were having lunch right over there, would it? Can I put like another range facing the opposite way? There we go, now it's doubly unsafe. All these people just milling around behind the target. Gun safety at its finest. It's time to extend to the medical community now. You know, we can probably share this space right here, right? Let's see, let's draw this out like that. Let's make the only way in or out through the gun range. Let's put down our triage station. There we go, looks great. Hopefully you like the beautiful symphony of gunfire right outside your triage room. We're also gonna add a medicine laboratory in here. A nice quiet place to analyze your samples. My god, these people just leave the fridges open? Which one of you 10 million people in here did this? Things are getting kind of cramped here. I think we have no choice but to expand over here. Okay, this is gonna be the new site. We're just gonna build a big old fatty garage right here. And it's time to get into the life-saving business. 3 beautiful ambulances. Oh my god, my first medical case. A huge work accident at an industrial construction site. Multiple wounded, possibly also some chemical burns. Oh boy, 60% we're gonna be helpful. Go! Have fun trying to save some lives. Oh hey, someone's finally in my triage you okay there, buddy? I couldn't help but notice that your head's coming out through the shower there. Okay, well you're all better now. Okay, so I think I've nailed down what this game basically is. I've been slowly expanding my fleet of vehicles. The bathroom is still the place to be, and pretty much we just need to expand our equipment to become the ultimate force in the universe, which is why now we have sniper rifles. But the good news is I bought an honest-to-God riot vehicle. Can't wait to use this. It is now week 7. We have more vehicles at our disposal, including this sweet ride right here. We have new toys, including a hazmat suit and a bunch of drone stuff, and this like do-it-yourself crowd control stand. Beyond that, it's essentially business as usual. The place where people sleep is still the busiest thoroughfare in the entire station. I unlocked the rest of the stuff, and here's the biggest thing of interest, is now we can put down a helicopter for each department. There it goes, slowly building. IKEA's finest. They just send you the whole helicopter in boxes. You have to put it together yourself. There we go. A bunch of beautiful helicopters. Look, here's a triple threat. Let's do this one. A collision involving multiple vehicles. All 3 departments are required. I like how they're covering their heads, even though the whoa, that took off quick. I also streamlined the kitchen. Now it looks kind of like a Best Buy showroom floor. So I click down here and I'm looking through my employees, specifically looking at our top applicants. And what do you know but Grace is there. If you've seen my other videos, you may or may not know that I torment people named Grace. I don't even know how this got started, but now it's a thing. So we're gonna hire Grace, the police officer, to the day crew. We're really gonna enhance her life. It's gonna be a beautiful thing. So the night shift is about to begin. Grace being part of the day shift means she's supposed to go home, obviously, but I feel like she could use a little more on-the-job training. So we're gonna give her some overtime, have her work the night shift too. This should give us some time to send her on assignment. Domestic disturbance. Grace, go sort this out. Take the riot truck with you. Yep, there she goes. Have fun. Grace was successful. Let's send you on another one. Reports of a peaceful demonstration turned violent at 2 a.m. All right, Grace, go stop this riot all on your own. Night shift is over. That's fine because now Grace is gonna work her real shift. Oh my god, she was successful again. Grace, are you the ultimate police officer? We're gonna send Grace on another one. Based on these icons, it looks like Grace is not only tired, but exhausted, physically and mentally drained and likely to make costly mistakes. Perfect. Meanwhile, night shift is about to begin. We know the drill. Grace stays on to complete her 48-hour shift. Grace was successful again. Grace basically beats all the odds over and over again. And she got injured doing it. Light injuries, surface tissue wounds, twisted joints. Should 100 heal after a single shift at home. Home? Grace, this is where you live now. Oh no. Grace got even more injured. Medium injury. Will likely take 2 shifts to heal fully. Well, like 2 shifts at work? I can do that. Okay, so we've been playing for a little while. We are on week 52, which means it's been about a whole year. We've made a little money. 846 million to be correct. Bless her heart, Grace is still with us. You can always find her on the list because she's the one that's exhausted and sometimes injured. She's also the only person we send out on assignment anymore. We have prisoners that have been here for so long, they themselves are demanding more comfortable surroundings. I just want to relax somewhere. You know what? I've got an idea. Let's do something a little extra special for Grace. I think she could use some more cop friends, so let's hire some more. A lot more. This is also probably my favorite part of the day, when it's eating time and everyone just goes to town. In fact, every room is terrible. Let's remove all these pesky helicopters. We're not going to use them anyway. Let's use this entire space to build out an office. Oh god, it's instantly like looking at the DMV. That person down there is like, nope, not doing it. God, look at this fresh hell. Surely this is what all of you on the police force signed up for. I added more lockers, which means now we can have 780 whole police officers. Here comes the day shift with all the police officers. That's what a 500 plus person human centipede looks like. Oh god. Just imagine sleeping here. So we've kind of capped out at 782, but you know, I feel like my frame rate is great just where it is. I love how the game tells me low frames per second detected. Like, yeah, we know. So let's get rid of all these pesky facilities here. There you go, you're all free-range humans now. If there's one thing I know that these police like, it's the shooting range. So I went ahead and gave these cops the one thing they crave, a horribly designed gun range. Like, some of these people are just standing out there. This lady's like, do it. Oh my god. She's spinning around like, ha, can't hit me, suckers. I also removed the only sink and put it over here at the end of this maze. Turns out people really care about washing their hands, so they're gonna have to brave the frame rates to go for it, I think. It's so hard to tell since, as you can see, the game runs like a dream. Okay, you know what? I think we've done as much damage as we're gonna do now. Glad we could become multi-millionaires just to do this. Oh, and as our final act as the master and commander of San Francisco over here, Grace, you're fired. Crew member has been fired, leaving the building now. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you next time.
Of course you picked me.
Thanks for keeping us in supplies.
Hey there, it's Josh. Welcome back to Let's Game It Out. We're playing Tech Corp today. Boy howdy do I love these startup games. Developers, thank you for the key. I'm sure you're just as happy as I am that I'm gonna try and play this game as wrong as possible. Enter company name. Dad. Okay, no spaces allowed. New internet. Boy. Let's get rid of one of these I's and turn it into a Z. There we go, that's properly reprehensible. We can choose all kinds of fun places to start our company. We're gonna start it in the good old US of A. You can see our interests down below and they change depending on where you start your company. Interesting how everybody loves games 43% though. So here we are in our humble beginnings. Wow, we must really hate ourselves. Who puts one of these signs facing into you while you work? Is that a server or an air conditioner? Are those drugs? What is this pie chart? Where do I get blood red post-its? I have so many questions. We're gonna go ahead and start with our basic desk. We're gonna have 2 crowds of people here. We're gonna have the awful door crowd. Perfectly designed. Okay, perfect. That's the corner of nobody's happy. I like that everything is 2500. You have to make the hard calls. Do you want somewhere where your people can sit, or do you want a foosball table? Or a 1950s fridge that Indiana Jones can hide in? Well, let's definitely put these here so people can't leave. Can't seem to close the gap right here, but we can put a water cooler there. Our second group of misfits, which we'll call the engineer corner, are gonna have to stare at this sign. That's okay, I'm sure you engineers don't ever see sunlight anyway, so this will do you some good. And to make sure these 2 groups can't talk to each other, we use TVs like cubicle walls here. Oh good, I'm glad you can put the TVs like right up against each other. Just really use the space. Oh yeah, really encroach on this guy's desk here. Okay, cool, just a couple of TVs. Way down below, you've got the only water cooler you can reach. You know, if you can do the parkour to get over to it. So let's get to the fun part, hiring. I believe we're gonna have to recruit one of each of these people at least. Start with sales exec, lowest possible type. Oh my god, candidates are just flooding in. Oh yeah, you can tell I chose America based on some of these names. Found John Smith, age 32. Real name unknown. We found him with no ID, but his negotiation skills are like 20. I guess let's just go with Jane Miller, why not? You get the honor of being literally the only person that can leave. I like how the idle positioning is like hands gripping the knees. Just gotta make it to the end of my shift. Well, that was swell. We have our first employee, Jane Miller, sales executive. Now it's time to fill the these other 6. Seems like quite a few qualified applicants, but we're gonna go with Jane Smith, solely because your name is Jane. And I'll give you the honor of sitting at the unsafe desk right under all that stuff that can fall on you. Okay, I think it's clear. I'm just gonna hire only people named Jane. Oh my god, I've only hired 4 people so far, and 3 of them are named Jane Miller. Gotta have more stringent policies here. Sorry, Jane Smith. From now on, the only people that can work here can be named Jane Miller. Okay, we've done it. We've filled every position with a Jane Miller, a Jane for all seasons. What a coincidence that there's so many Jane Millers in the same town. Now that we've completed our 148-week cycle of hiring, it's time to start our company right. I think we need to start with our sales exec, who's gonna find us a sweet software contract. Not even gonna read it, just gonna accept all offers. Is this what being a programmer really is? You just make networking component modules? Programmer Jane Miller looks like she needs to take a break because all progress has stopped apparently, so let's just hit this break button. Oh cool, she's just taking shots in the corner. How did you even get back there? I also realized Manager Jane won't sit in a normal chair. Manager Jane only wants the manager desk. Let's see, I guess we're gonna have to clear some space here. What do you mean you can't fit inside the TV? There you go, Manager Jane. Go ahead and stare at your computer that's not on. I love that when they're on break, all they do is go take shots. Contract failed. What a shocker. Oh boy, we're about to fail 2 more. That's a good look for a company, right? Okay, so I think the deal is we basically need to take these contracts to make money. We do that by telling our various Janes to do various things. For example, I have Manager Jane overseeing Programmer Jane on building these various components, which we're gonna need to fulfill that software contract that we're definitely not gonna be able to finish on time again. We're gonna need a couple more Programmer Janes. Let's go ahead and find a couple. Ah, and there we are. So I hired a better Jane, and boy, are things moving faster now. We're just breezing through these components. Are we actually gonna make the deadline? Oh my god, we made it. Deliver. What? I can't keep hiring Janes. Upgrade your office or fire someone first. Well, we haven't known this office very long, but clearly we already need to expand. Ah, here we are. Thank god we're keeping neon signs indoors. I like it. Filing cabinet no one's gonna use. Books no one's gonna read. Plants no one's gonna water. Music no one's gonna listen to. This gymnast bar for some reason. If there's one thing I know from working at a startup myself, everyone's definitely gonna wash their own dishes and definitely put them in that dish rack. You know what? The hell with this. Let's go to the bigger office. Max 40 employees. That's what we're looking for. Go Jane or go home. Okay, now we're talking. Completely needless stairway. Pillows no one's gonna sit on to stare at the no reality outside. I like those Tetris blocks. Oh god, I just burned my tongue on so much coffee. So we gotta buy all of our furniture again. Gone are the crappy TVs, replaced by this entire aggressive setup. These drink cabinets though, but we can really put these places where people can't get to them. Oh yeah, definitely a hockey table or 2. Looking real pro. What was I doing again? Oh right, employees. It would make me so happy if I could figure out how to put a desk in these stairways like this. Oh my god, I did it. I just kept clicking and I found a spot. Oh my god. Best seat in the house. Can I put a desk on top of her? Oh my god, this can get so close to her head. Well, that'll do. How many desks can I get under the floor? This is great. Well, this is turning out just swell. Really making good use of the space. Obviously, a desk needs to go here as well for the ultimate fire hazard. Can't forget this exit. What's the tallest thing on here? I guess I'll have to do. I just want to block as much light as possible. What is this alcove for anyway right here? I mean, that would definitely be my crying corner. Oh boy, I just found the best bug. So if you have your furniture like this, right, and you rotate it, obviously it's like, no, I'm red now. You can't put furniture there. But if you kind of put it here and then rotate quickly, ta-da, this changes everything. If it's like a frame perfect thing,